Good evening, boys and ghouls. I am Matthew, one of the superhero and sci-fi experts.
I'm Dyllan, the other superhero and sci-fi expert.
Tonight's episode is superheroes. We are talking Creature Commandos Season 1.
Let's freaking go.
This is the first officially canon project in James Gunn's new DCU.
Yeah, and it delivers.
It does. This is an adult animated series, so leave the kids out of this one. This is an extremely gory show.
Yes, very.
Some very heavy topics. This is not Guardians of the Galaxy has some heavy topics. This is not Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, this literally has a man burning holes through another person's body. Like
with his middle finger.
Yeah.
Before we get into this, spoilers.
Yes.
This is 7 episodes. It's disappointing that it wasn't as long. Because not only was it 7 episodes, it was 20-minute episodes. So this was essentially like a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that for the story that they told.
Yes.
But I definitely would prefer something longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
even like 4.5 hours.
Yeah. Honestly, they could have kept the same amount of episodes and just doubled the runtime.
Yeah.
I would have loved that because I'm somebody that likes stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'm not super knowledgeable on the Creature Commandos myself.
I'm not either. Oh, shoot.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
That's a blooper. Apparently, Garrett's got some static in his head.
Throwing it back too hard over there. Jeez. I'm not super knowledgeable on the Creature Commandos. I've never really read any of their series or their the miniseries or anything. I really want to, especially now.
Apparently, a lot of the team is different.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew about Frankenstein, but that was about it. I also knew about Sergeant Rock.
G.I. Robot.
Yeah, I knew about G.I. Robot, but that was about it.
I think we should go light on talking about him, especially right now.
Did we ever delete our Great Circle? Or not Great Circle? We haven't removed our
Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
No,
whatever, Dial of Destiny.
We probably shouldn't go on another tangent like that tonight. It's late.
Yeah. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Like, that wasn't my intent, because the thing with the Indiana Jones thing that pissed me off was the person that was like, how are we supposed to know that they're bad? They're fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're bad. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Right.
If you don't know the Nazis bad, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Jesus. Either that or you're a Nazi, one of the two.
Right.
But no, I love G.I. Robot. Go to the show.
Yeah.
Distraught when he died. I was super bummed out to be spoiled about what happened to him.
Yeah.
Or how he got his upgrade.
Yeah.
But, Nina was... I love Nina.
That broke my heart.
I know. Literally the last episode, I was like, she's probably not going to make it.
And she was the most innocent character.
She was my favorite. I like sea characters.
Yeah.
So she was awesome.
She had baggage.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything she did.
No. Which is crazy compared to everybody else, except for the bride. But even then, the bride has got her own thing.
Yeah. Everybody had baggage. She was the only one without, like...
it was just impurity.
Right. It was just her own burdens.
Yeah. Like, her baggage was just, like, something tragic happened in her past.
Yeah. Which, sticking with partial canon, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Going to that real quick, that's one of my favorite scenes from the Suicide Squad. They refer to Ratcatcher's drug addiction as his burdens, not his addiction.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I ever noticed that.
Yeah.
That's a good catch.
She says, my father's burdens. And when he overdoses, his burdens were too much to carry.
Huh.
So going back to that, I think of that. And because I just recently rewatched Suicide Squad. That scene still makes me cry.
Yeah.
Just her and Bloodsport, and then him talking about his dad locked him in the box with rats. And she's like, I'm going to get you out of here. And he's like, no, he says, I'm going to get you out of here. And she's like, no, I'm going to get you out of here.
She's like, sure. No.
But yeah, that's, going back to Creature Commandos,
Mm.
Alan Tudyk played 3 different roles.
Yeah.
Dr. Phosphorus,
Mm-hmm.
Will Magnus, the creator of the Metal Men,
Let's fucking go.
and Clayface, who he also plays in Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
2 very different portrayals.
I just want to say I'm so happy that I was like, Alan Tudyk should remain as Clayface in the
Does
DCU.
that mean he's going to be in the Mike Flanagan movie?
I would hope so.
Because they said they were keeping the same cast.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, yeah, no, we want our animated cast to translate to live action as well.
I hope they're not wishy-washy with that.
I really hope not.
And I hope they keep it. But yeah, Zoe Chow as Nina Mazursky was a great performance.
Yes, she was awesome.
David Harbour was kind of a troll as Frankenstein.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
He was just, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. A chump?
He was a goon.
A chump, a goon.
He was a goon, a simp. No. Goon, gooner isn't the same as simping. Sorry, I'm 26. I'm an old man when it comes to internet lingo.
I feel like chump is a good word.
I think that simp is the best one that I would have picked for it. Because chump it absolutely fits, 1,000%. But he's like the perfect blend between chump and simp.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a chimp. No. Yeah, no. He's right. I like because same for both David Harbour and Vera Farmiga didn't really use a heavy accent with their characters, despite
Vera Farmiga.
No, sorry, no.
Endura Varma?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been watching Hawkeye.
I'm gonna rewatch Hawkeye before Daredevil. I'm rewatching Daredevil, Punisher, Hawkeye, and Echo.
I didn't watch it during Christmas season, so I'm trying to get it in. Yeah. No, I need to rewatch all that stuff, especially leading up to Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
but no, different thing. No, what was I saying?
About accent of
right?
Endura.
Yes, yeah. I like that because they initially, especially David, there were some moments where like the heavier accent came out and was more present. I feel like it was very, very soft throughout his performance.
Yes.
And I like that, and I liked the more. I like that even though he's obviously an idiot.
Yeah.
They gave him a very verbose they gave him a very verbose. What's the word? They gave him a very deep closet
Yes.
of grammar to pull from. It wasn't simplistic. They didn't dumb him down the way that a lot of other adaptations of Frankenstein do it. And I believe that is present in the comics as well.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. I think that the only other instances that I've had with DC's Frankenstein's monster, he was also a giant idiot.
Yes.
So it was interesting to see him pull these deep issues and these lines of thinking that carry him into these more complex thoughts, or not complex thoughts, complex motions and stances on life. I thought it was really interesting giving him that, and then just everything else about him is a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Like I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that was specifically a James Gunn thing or. Again, I need to read the source material. Yeah. But that was interesting. I like that. David Harbour, perfectly casted for that role.
Yeah.
I think that everybody was perfectly casted.
I can't wait to see him in live action.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I want to say I appreciate the fact that this was hyper stylized.
Yes.
And I appreciate the fact that James Gunn is maintaining the animated to live action cast, or
Yes.
hopefully so far. I like that he's doing that, but
which is interesting.
where's Frank Grilla's gray hair in
Right.
Superman?
It's there.
Not enough.
Okay.
Because, like, I said Frank Grill. Yeah, I said Frank
Rick
Grill.
Flag.
Yeah, Rick Flag.
Yeah.
His hair is entirely gray.
Yeah.
In Creature Is he going to be dying or is he dyeing his hair in Superman? Or
Maybe.
yeah, like I don't think that we're going to get like a comment about that. But maybe James Gunn will be like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. He just he bought a box of dye from Walmart.
Outside of the main squad, we got some interesting voice cast.
Yeah.
Maria Bakalova, who played Cosmo in Guardians,
Mhm.
plays Elena Rostovich.
Yeah.
Rostovich. Obviously, we have Steve Agee and Viola Davis.
Oh, of course.
Returning. Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Who'd she play again?
I
know from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, Creature Commandos.
The doctor that Clayface was impersonating.
Oh, McPherson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Rooker plays a character.
Nazi.
Yeah.
Listen, we've said it on the podcast before. Yeah. I'm not afraid of Nazis.
Linda Cardellini plays Weasel's lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy to me. So I'm wondering if we're going to be getting more live action Weasel.
Yeah. One of my favorite actresses in recent years. I am so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Sora Agdal-Shalu. She plays Christian on The Expanse. I've told you about her before.
Okay, yeah, I remember talking to me about her. Okay.
Her.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah. She plays the Madam of the Brothel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
We got Rupert Thorne.
Yeah. We had Rupert Thorne. Batman. Ooh.
I'll save the cameo at the end. We got Batman.
Did you see the comment that James Gunn made about it?
No.
The reason why he was so silhouetted was because he didn't feel good finalizing the design just yet.
Okay.
So apparently it was close.
If that is the design, and he is that big, I'm going to say it's Alan Richardson.
I would hope so.
It has to be Alan Richardson at that size.
I feel like James Gunn doesn't want to cast somebody that's a lot shorter than Superman.
Right.
And David Corn's what, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, so Alan Richardson would make sense.
Yeah, so it's got to be somebody around that size. I think that would be funny to have Batman just a little shorter than Superman. But
we'll save the cameo for the end. Good, that one cameo at the end. Because one of the Suicide Squad members that showed up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. There are several non-speaking cameo appearances.
Yeah.
In various scenes. We'll get to the scenes in a minute, but I'll just list off the characters that appeared. Because thank you, Wikipedia, for having every character. We have appearances from Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, Peacemaker, Vigilante, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Starfire, Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, Supergirl, Robin, Flash, and Judo Master in one scene. The Easy Company members Wildman, Four Eyes, and Canary in another scene. And Bell Rev inmates, I did not catch this first one, Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man from Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I remember that.
Crimson Centipede, Shaggy Man, Fisherman, Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Callus, Egg Foo, Bug-Eyed Bandit, Chemo, Rubber Duck, and Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah. I don't know how people spotted that in the Superman trailer.
Oh, Grodd?
Yeah, the newspaper.
Yeah.
Because I can't see it.
It's Eyes of Steel.
Dude,
You have to have Eyes of Steel to see that.
Well, part of it is I don't slow down trailers.
I don't either.
So
You have to have Superman's eyes to see that.
Yeah, that's insane. Because even seeing the images of it, I'm like, how? What?
So there's a really cool montage where it shows the Bride and Frankenstein fighting through the ages.
Yeah, I really like that. That was cool.
Do you want to bring up what you saw in that little montage?
I watch episodes like weeks apart, unfortunately, because of how long it took for us to get to this point. I postponed the finale, so it was fresh in my
Everybody's
mind.
favorite green shirt, weed smoking.
Huh? Wait, Shaggy was in it?
You shared it.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
To be fair, my weed ran out 3 days ago, so I probably shared it while I was high.
When the show first started, you shared it on the podcast Twitter, and you're like, "Shaggy's in the show." Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's been so long since I saw that.
In the 60s, when they showed this 1960s,
Yeah.
they showed Shaggy with a blunt.
Oh, dude, how do I forget that?
Like, man.
Like, man. I really need to stop smoking.
But yeah, the show was over emotional. Rupert Thorne's not coming back.
Oh no, there's no way.
He got smoke, unless it's in a flashback.
I want to say, I stand for Dr. Phosphorus's wrongs in that episode.
Yes.
I don't stand by the fact that he killed a child. But everything else, absolutely. He was doing crime the right way.
All of the backstories were tragic.
Yes, yeah.
Weasel gutted me.
Weasel was rough.
When James Gunn said, and I'm stupid for not following through with this, it was James Gunn. He doesn't bullcrap around. When he said it was worse than Rocket, my idiot self was like, "Oh, a new Creature Commandos episode drop. I'm going to watch it before work." And I'm sitting there eating lunch. I about passed out because I was choking on my food because I was bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
That was something.
Well, one of the things that helps sell that is Sean Gunn's performance.
Yes.
I feel like Sean Gunn is very underrated in what he does.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to see him as Maxwell Lord.
That's right. I forgot about that casting.
Because, hot take, really underrated casting, Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord.
That was awesome. No. That was one of the best parts of Wonder Woman 84, in my opinion. And I'm somebody who loves Wonder Woman 84.
Really underrated, though.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that absolutely.
One of the most underrated villain performances we've got on screen.
Yes. He was awesome.
Yes.
Pedro Pascal is so charismatic.
Yeah.
That was one of my worries about Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. Holy crap.
He should start like one of the big mega churches. Give me all your money.
Man, he could sell a tub full of ketchup to a woman in white. Like,
he could skin a cat.
He could.
Skin the hair of a cat or whatever the phrase is.
Yeah, I forget exactly. Mine was paraphrased too, so it's whatever. No, Sean Gunn is just insane.
Yeah.
He's insane. I can't wait to see what he does with Maxwell Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, all the origins were tragic, and
they were. I wouldn't say GI Robots was tragic, but to a degree where it's like he couldn't have friends.
Yeah.
All of his friends died and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm really curious to see how James Gunn is going to handle Superman, because even though they're drastically different properties, it's all been the same formula. Guardians, Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
It's all been the same outcasts and loners with a lot of baggage coming together as a family.
Yeah.
So how will he handle something? I'm not saying he can't handle it. No, I have very high hopes for Superman.
Yes.
But how is he going to handle a purely good character with not a lot of baggage in that regard?
Yeah, there isn't like moral ambiguity.
Right.
They're not like anti-heroes. Like, this is the goodest of the good.
Right.
Yeah.
Superman is an analogy for Jesus in a lot of ways.
Yes, yeah, agreed.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting how he handles that compared to morally gray characters.
Yeah. I think that because I do agree that like the moral ambiguity is something that's become kind of a trademark with him and his superhero projects. Because even I was thinking about it on the way here. I've liked every single one of James Gunn's superhero projects except for one, and that one was Super with Rainn Wilson and Elliot Page.
I didn't like that.
I was okay with it until the end because I didn't like the relationship between Elliot Page's character and Rainn Wilson's.
I need to rewatch it.
And I didn't like what happened to Elliot Page's character at the end, where I was like, yeah, that's to be expected, and it's a bummer that it happened.
Yeah.
I just because and it was one of the things where I wouldn't have knowing James Gunn now, I wouldn't have expected anything less per the ending of Super. I wouldn't have expected anything less.
Yeah.
Like that man knows when to not pull punches.
Yeah.
And I feel thinking about it that because those are really my gripes about Super. Otherwise, Super doesn't stick out in my mind when it comes to James Gunn.
Yeah.
But it's just because James Gunn, the other movies I think of are huge studio movies.
Right. Super was an IFC film.
Yeah. I think the thing with James Gunn is I think that what he's going to do is Superman is such a hopeful character.
Yeah.
And with what we've gotten from the trailers, I'm wondering if he's going to show like the battle of hope and darkness. I'm wondering if that's what part of the movie is going to be, because absolutely, like the stuff like those like very serious those serious themes and the more ambiguity and like the questions stuff like that is something that's present all throughout his stuff.
Right.
Maybe except for Slither.
Yeah.
I've never seen Slither, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I've seen it once. I don't remember it.
I feel from my understanding, for the stuff that I've seen, the perspectives I've seen Slither at least, it's kind of like a guy that goes insane.
Okay.
Just like it's like a creature feature.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like a man losing his way almost.
Yeah.
Like when you boil it down.
Yeah.
But
I also think with Superman, it could say James Gunn knows he's read comics since he was a kid.
Yeah.
So he knows about all these religious allegories for Superman.
Yeah.
I could see him showing Superman as this pure person trying to do the right thing, but also being such a light that it changes the world around him in a way that exudes hope. And I could see him I think, obviously, since they all have similar costumes, I feel like the Justice League International work for Max Lord.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
And I feel like they will all go off on their own by the end of the movie and following Superman's example.
I would hope so.
I think that's a good possibility. And they're going to see, like, he has the better way.
Yeah, like he's going to lead us into a new dawn of this superhero-dom.
Yes. I feel like that's a big part of the movie that's going to happen.
Okay.
But yeah, back to Creature Commandos. We should probably.
Yeah. We're if we talk more about the DCU, it'll be after we finish talking about Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
hopefully.
But yeah,
it's just hard to talk about this with how it ties into everything. There's a lot of speculation.
Right. Rick Flag was great in this.
Yes.
Can't wait to see more of him. Frank Grillo was really underutilized in Marvel, so it's good to see him getting full use in DC.
I feel a little bad for Frank Grillo because I feel like he's also being kind of typecasted as this person. But I don't know his full filmography either.
Because he does a lot of like low budget movies where he plays the exact same role.
Yeah.
Like at that rate, he's picking the roles. If he does so many of them.
Well, I feel like it's that it also might be like that's what's being offered to his agent.
Yeah. Like he does also, like a lot of like bank robbery movies and special forces and
yeah, like if he's happy with his with his filmography, if that's what it predominantly is, if he's happy with it, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But I'm somebody who wants to see more from actors.
Yes.
And while I'm very happy with the fact that we got Frank Grillo as his character, while I'm very happy with what we've gotten so far, and even though I have a gripe about the fact that he doesn't have a full head of gray hair in Superman, I'm very pleased with everything with Frank Grillo here. Yeah. But like, I don't know, I want to see actors challenge themselves. And I don't want to say that he's not purposely doing it, but like,
right.
I don't know. I want to see him in a different role.
I'm trying to find the one movie he did.
Maybe not necessarily here, but
there's a movie he did. It's on Hulu. It's called A Day to Die.
okay.
Don't listen to the Letterboxd reviews because it has a horrible review. It's got a 1.6 out of 5.
Oh,
but it's it's like a low budget movie. It's one of Bruce Willis's things that he did like before he got sick. Well,
I might know what you're talking about. Hold on. What'd you say it was called?
A Day to Die.
A Day to Die. Hold on. I mean, how low budget is it?
I don't know, probably a couple million.
Okay, yeah, it might be the movie that I'm thinking of. Because there was a Bruce Willis movie where they straight up. Oh no, this looks more modern. Okay.
Yeah, this is
never mind. All right, I'm gonna save it though.
Yeah. One of my favorite underground rappers has 2 songs in it. It's called Mowgli the Iceberg.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that's Mowgli. Because he has a very unique voice. He's got like this like raspy voice.
Okay.
And he lets out a couple screams on the song.
Oh, all right.
So it's like, whoa! Like this is someone like to get back to Creature Commandos, but we're talking like he has like 30,000 likes on his Facebook. Like he is not a big guy in terms of popularity at all.
No, that's insane.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a great. It's a really good movie. It's not a good movie. It's your typical stereotypical like straight to DVD action movie that doesn't get released in theaters anymore.
Yeah.
Bank
Okay.
robbery, whatever.
Definitely didn't make it to 4K. Might make it to Blu-ray.
It's on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on 4K too.
Okay.
But like, it's
okay.
I feel like those movies don't do as well anymore.
Yeah, well, which makes sense, but yeah.
You get ones, the really popular, like high-profile ones, like Prisoner, still released and Baby Driver, but overall, those type of movies aren't really released in theaters anymore.
Yeah, okay.
They're just kind of low budget.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Creature Commandos. I really enjoy this. There's not really much to say. It wrapped up pretty quickly. Like,
it did. Yeah.
There's a lot of cameos. It sets up for Superman, which is like the main event right now. There is there's character development.
Yeah, I'd
quite
say
a bit.
So. There's a little bit with the bride.
I was gonna say the bride is the one with the most development, I feel. Weasel made an interesting decision by stopping the murder.
Yeah.
And inadvertently killing Nina.
Yeah.
But Weasel is probably the most innocent outside of Nina.
I agree. Yes. Because he killed children. No, he didn't. Obviously, we see that now.
Yeah.
That just. God damn it, Waller.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that Cersei lied.
Waller is always a grade A scumbag, though.
Yeah.
Viola Davis plays her so perfectly.
Yes, she does. That is a character where you have to give no fucks when you're on screen, and Viola Davis absolutely nails it.
Different type of character, but Waller is up there with Umbridge too.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Just a different scope of a character.
Because she's very high, intense, and like almost punishing. Yeah. Yeah.
She's up there like a
very
whole
vindictive.
different way, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, vindictive is the word I'd use. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if there's much else to say.
I will say, I call the Ileana thing.
Yeah.
For really, almost as soon as we got to
it was basic. Yeah, that was.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's not one of those things where it's like, oh man, what's really going on? Especially like, you saw McPherson with Clayface, and then you see like part of a monster's goopy arm.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, by that point, you should absolutely know what's going on.
Yeah.
But like the I knew it was Ileana as soon as they showed up.
Yeah.
Because how are they stuck in the 90s?
Right.
But they had these really high-tech night suits.
Right.
Like, I knew something was up there. Like, they're not being completely honest. You can't be like, bring us into the 21st century. Meanwhile, you're shooting lasers out of your gauntlets.
Yeah.
Like, you're already in the 21st century, dude.
You're in the 22nd century.
If you aren't caught up with Western civilization in terms of media, or hell, and like that's like, I'll say low end.
Yeah.
Japan's ahead of us.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not caught up to America in the modern civilization when you got those suits, that's on you. Like, you shouldn't be asking for people to help bring you in 21st century.
Japan
Like,
and
you obviously got sources.
Japan and Russia are about to give us a collab.
Huh?
Slaughter to Prevail and Baby Metal.
What?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy. I'm not a big metal person, but I know Baby Metal. Oh my god.
And you know Slaughter to Prevail too.
Yeah,
That's the crazy Russian dude.
Holy shit, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. I saw that the other day on Instagram.
There really isn't a whole lot to talk about.
A lot of it was set up for future stuff.
Yes, it was, and it was very straightforward. It was
A lot of it was the backstory too. I feel like season 2 is going to be a lot more story driven instead of filling in the blanks driven.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of this was just the backstory.
I agree with that.
The basic the plot was very basic.
Yeah. That's what I meant by it was very straightforward.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, they're doing this mission. Oh man, shit went sideways. Oh, they're getting back on track. Oops, twist ending.
Yeah. Very cut and dry.
Yeah. I also this didn't feel like an introductory project.
No.
And granted, that helps because James Gunn is kind of building this not only on like the source material, way more than what, in my opinion, way more than what Marvel's doing.
Yeah.
Because at least James Gunn is saying, hey, go check out the comics.
Yeah.
Like, full shade to Marvel on that.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even paying the people that you're basing your movies on. Or you're not even paying the people who wrote the stories that you're basing your movies on. You're not paying them. You're not paying the artist for the design.
We'll have some heat on Marvel in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because something happened recently that's like big yikes.
Tell me about that later.
Yeah.
But no, it helps the fact that James Gunn is able to build this off of the back of the Suicide Squad and off the back of Peacemaker. So it helps it already feel like a fleshed out world.
Yeah. And just more of that too, it seems like. Because he had said anything could be canon as long as he references it.
Yeah.
So in that regard, events from Man of Steel, The Flash, Arrow, anything could be canon. As long as he mentions that specific event. Not the shows themselves, but those specific events could have happened.
I'm interested in seeing what all he means by that, because so far we only have like a DCEU connection.
Right.
So I'm wondering if he's going to carry over into other
Suicide
projects.
Squad and Peacemaker so far.
I really hope that something else crosses over. That'd be really neat.
Rumor still has it we're getting Grant Gustin as Flash.
I would hope so. Because I don't want a very young Barry.
No.
Like, I want somebody who is experienced, and Grant Gustin has that experience. And that's exactly what the DCU needs. It needs these characters that already feel lived in, these people that already feel like they know their roles.
What if they took... We'll end this in a second. What if they took Grant... Obviously, he's ran back in time before, but what if the events of the Flash movie, where Flash ran back in time, reset the timeline? What if this is the reset timeline, but it was Grant that came out?
Instead of George Clooney.
Instead of Ezra.
Well, I know, but I meant like...
Yeah, I know what you meant. But what if that's what happened?
Honestly, I would love that, yeah.
What if Grant ran back in time and that was the reset, was the new universe?
No, Ezra's... I'm still on board with the idea of Ezra being Reverse Flash.
No, because Tom Cavanaugh wants to come back.
If we get Grant, though, I don't want Tom Cavanaugh to come back.
I do.
He
love
nailed
Tom
it. I
Cavanaugh.
loved him as Reverse Flash. I just
Yogi!
Oh no. I'm not saying that
Why do I want that as a fan film now? Yogi!
Hey, boo boo, do you feel something? I'm not saying I want Ezra back. Let me clear that. I just
This got really stupid, but overall, what do you think of the show? Like, what star rating do you give? I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm gonna go a 7. Because I feel like the plot was a little bit too thin. It could have been an hour or two longer.
Yes. It felt tight.
But it was too tight.
Yes, it was too tight. It felt like it operated within a box almost.
Yeah.
It
operated with military precision.
Yes, that's the exact way that I would put it. Yes. It was.
Stop letting Frank Grillo write the story. Rick Flag can't write anymore.
Yes, I would agree with that. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Saying that it was made with military precision, I fully agree with that.
I have been on it tonight. I've been sharp tonight.
You haven't. It's been crazy. It keeps me on my toes.
We thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This has been a crazy night. We've recorded 3 episodes.
Yeah, my body's buzzing right now.
Yeah. We haven't done this in a few weeks. There's been a lot of sickness going on.
Yeah.
A lot of snowfall.
We've all been disturbed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and get ready. After this, we have Superman coming out this summer in July. Can't wait to review that. I'm so excited. And I believe we have My Adventures with Superman Season 3 this year, too.
Do we? I didn't know.
I believe it's coming out this year.
I hope so. I'm really excited. I love My Adventures with Superman.
We got Harley Quinn Season 5 airing right now.
Oh, nice. Honestly, I totally forgot that.
Yeah. So we'll have that in a few weeks. If you're of the Marvel persuasion, we have Captain America in 2 weeks. We have Your Adventures, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man the week after that. We have Daredevil a few weeks after that. And then the Thunderbolts. We've got a lot of Marvel stuff this year.
Yeah, it's going to be packed with our kind of content.
And finally, Legend of the White Dragon will be out this year.
I'm going to cry like a little baby.
We are going to be sitting there like sobbing in each other's arms in the theater.
And I'd hope not, but I just know.
Thank you for watching. These episodes will be up. This one will be up Tuesday also. So when this one drops, the main episode will be out, and then Skeleton Crew will be dropping at 9 tonight as of when this episode drops. We thank you for watching. Have a great night.
Have a great night.
We have been the Cinema Asylum Podcast. You guys were awesome. Thanks for coming out. God, no.